everyone, welcome back. This is episode 3 of our Everton career mode. Today we're going to start off with Burnley at home, then we're going to have a tough away fixture at Villa Park, but then we're going to have two slightly easier fixtures, the Carabao Cup against Salford City, and in the league against Norwich. One thing on our agenda before we start, I told Tosin, Delph, Lonergan, and Iverson that they're not going to be needed and we're going to sell them. I don't have the transfer window open, but that doesn't mean we can't do business. We'll see over the next few weeks, months, what kind of offers we get for them. All right, let's go into the Burnley game now. So they're going to set up in a 4-4-2. It's going to be classic Dyche. They're going to have a low block, two banks of four. They're going to be well drilled, well organized, and it's going to be sort of more of a battle than a game. And so we're going to have to watch out for, first and foremost, their strikers. They're really good aerially. Both of them have good jumping and good heading. So we're going to have to watch out. We're capable of defending them with our tall defenders, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but we do have to watch out for this. They have good crossers in, so they're definitely going to be doing this. Little crosses, set pieces, all that we're going to have to watch out for with Burnley. In terms of their defenders, they're also going to be quite capable of defending crosses, so we are going to have to change it up a little bit probably. Not focus too much on crossing, maybe play a little bit more on the ground. So this is how we're going to set up our 4-4-2, and the only change I'm going to make is going to be putting Mina in with Keane. The Twin Towers are going to fight their Twin Towers, and we're going to see how it goes.
Please welcome the visitors, the Clarets, and your very own Toffees, Everton! The Blues line up as follows. Number 1, Jordan.
Guys, this is exactly what I expected from this Burnley game. They were extremely well organized. They were physical, they were in my face, they were scrappy, they were trying to get me with these crosses, these little dinks like this, and they were threatening all game long with that. Pickford had his hands full during the game. Nothing too difficult, but always had his hands full. I was right playing the Twin Towers, but even with Mina playing, you can see he got exposed there once. He is slow, and we were fortunate not to lose a goal. They were knocking, in the first half especially, they were knocking all the time. Just these little half chances, these little, that was probably a 100% opportunity, but just these little scrappy little crosses, Burnley style, physical, there you go. Knocked down, all right, gets a second ball. Great save by Pickford, and they were just suffocating, and I couldn't do anything offensively. That low block, that two banks of four from Burnley, extremely hard to break down. They were really solid, really disciplined in defense, and they, always menacing from set pieces. They were getting these little chances here and there. Really hard. First half, I don't think I created much at all. I think there was one chance I had, I think right at the end of the half here. It was a speculative effort at best, just a cross in. And Richarlison got on the end of it. It's not how you want to play against Burnley. That's exactly how Burnley wants you to play. Their game. But there was nothing I could have done. Like, I tried to break them down differently and put in a speculative effort. At least I got a shot on goal. It was really difficult, this game. And the second half started very similar. Again, not just a half chance. Pickford had to make another save. It's not that they were particularly threatening. There wasn't too much teeth, but they were always knocking, and they were playing off of scraps, and one of those scraps came in the 54th minute. Keane brought Peters down in the box. Against his old team, he gives away a penalty. I thought it was a bit harsh. He was coming down already a little bit there, but alright, I'm thinking, this is how Burnley's going to do me. This is exactly how Burnley works. They're gonna grind it out, and they're going to get one chance here like this in the game, and they're going to win this 1-0 away. But Pickford bails us out. Amazing save. He comes up big, and this is the wind in the sails I needed. I'm like, let's do this. Calvert-Lewin, let's just have a go. Let's play faster. Let's have a go. Calvert-Lewin from outside the box. Let's have a go. Pope makes an outrageous save, but I'm like, all right, fair enough, whatever. Let's try it again. Let's test him again. Calvert-Lewin, outside the box. Boom, crossbar. Richarlison gets it in, and I'm like, that's the most fortunate goal I've scored. That should have been a goal from Calvert-Lewin. I really feel for him, but Richarlison, I didn't even shoot. I wanted to shoot. I pressed the button, but he just ran it. He sprinted into the net. I'll take it any way I can get it. We finally broke Burnley down. Sometimes you need that luck. And from there, the game opened up just a little bit. It was a weight off my shoulders. We kept attacking. We didn't let off the gas. But Burnley just had to open just that little bit more. And we capitalized on it. We got that little bit more space. And this is the game where Richarlison, with a strike like that, a skilled player with a bit of magic, can unlock an opponent, and he brought us home. What a beautiful goal from Richarlison. It's such a pleasure having this guy on the team. I hope he stays for the entire series because he is just amazing. Not many players can put it in the back of the net like that. Beautiful goal. And at the very end of the game, I'm just like, all right, let's have one more go here. We got this game, but let's have one more go. We punt it up to Richarlison, and he just puts on a show. He dances, breaks this guy's knees. Good night. What a goal. He left the best for last. The celebration to knock you out. There you go. Ah, that was so worth it. What a beautiful goal. He's a great dribble. He dances around this guy, leaves him in the dust. Bang! Ah, what a goal. This is beautiful stuff. Beautiful from Richarlison. Look at that bend. And that's it. Richarlison takes the ball, gets a hat-trick, and this is what we're going to need to win the Europa League, guys. Okay, so we have a really interesting development with Jonjoe Kenny here. After the Brighton game, he comes and tells us that, I have to tell you, I'm not happy, boss. You knew I'd not been feeling 100% and needed a rest, but you kept picking me anyways, and suddenly you left me out of the big game. Surely it'd be better for everyone if you and the staff were more careful about squad rotation. I'm like, Jonjoe, first of all, Coleman's in front of you in the rotation, and second of all, shut your mouth. I'm the manager here, and I make decisions, alright? He didn't take it really well. After a few days, he comes and he's like, all right, boss, this is really difficult for me. I need fitness. I need to be better looked after. I'm like, I'm going to keep my cool. All right, dude, we're here for you. Just get better. He comes before the Burnley game and he's like, I'm worried about rotation. I'm fit. I'm not injured. You know, like, what's going on here? And I'm like, listen, dude, you need to prove to me that you can play. You need to focus on your football, right? You need to show me what you're worth. He comes after the Burnley game and he's like, I need to talk about my contract. I haven't heard from you. I'm like, Jonjoe, one of the first things I did was give you a 2-year contract extension. And second of all, did I not just tell you to focus on football? Why are you talking to me about your contract? What? He did not like that at all. And I go to the squad hub and I'm like, why is he transfer listed? I click on it. Cannot remove a player who submitted a transfer request. This guy actually submitted a transfer request. All right, Jonjoe, I'm done with you. Get the out. That's it. This guy is unbelievable. All right, we're going to switch from that circus into the Villa game. So Villa set up in a 4-3-3. They are going to counter. They're going to push their wingers high. They're going to push their fullbacks high. And they're going to put crosses in. They're going to use those wide areas. We're going to have to definitely watch out for Ings. He's got great attacking positioning, great finishing. We're going to have to lock him down somehow. But the overarching theme is their counter-attacking football. They've got Leon Bailey with lightning pace. They've got El Ghazi out on the wings, also menacing. And they've got Buendia pulling the strings with 85 vision. So it's going to be really interesting to see if we can lock them down. In terms of their fullbacks, they're also going to push higher forward because they have excellent crossers. So they're going to be putting a lot of balls into the box, I think. So we're going to have to account for that. The way we're going to set up is we're going to try to risk it and set a 4-4-2. The only sub I'm going to make is Iwobi. I feel like his better passing over Damari Gray, maybe it gives us a little bit more solidity. Maybe we can keep the ball a little bit more and try to break them down. Maybe we won't get hit on the counter as much.
Please make some noise as we welcome our visitors Everton and Aston Villa. Here's how Aston Villa line up. Number 1, Emiliano Martinez. Number 2.
Okay, I'll get right to the point. This is why we need a right back. Coleman gets beat. Keane has to go cover the cross. Godfrey has to shuffle. He's not fast enough. He's not tall enough. Ings gets the header. It's in the back of the net, 1-0. That's why we need a right back. That doesn't happen if Coleman doesn't get beat. Everybody stays in position. This is a non-issue. Instead, Ings gets the better of us. And this is just the beginning of this nightmare. And there's going to be a lot more to talk about. This is going to be the blueprint of what not to do for the rest of the season. The only positive I can say is we got a little bit better at set pieces. I got to a little bit more of them. But honestly, this game's all about what we did wrong. Yep, let's look at the next situation of what we did wrong. Okay, so here we go. Dean does a good job. He marshals Bailey out, right? It's good, right? Nope, because Aston Villa makes a dummy run. Dean gets attracted to it. Then he can't cross. Then he can't stop the cross from coming in. Keane doesn't get there fast enough. Coleman doesn't get there fast enough. El Ghazi does. And it's 2-0. On 3 individual errors. And what am I supposed to say? I'm sorry, but I am fuming. 3 individual errors. He doesn't get there fast enough. Keane misses the header because he doesn't get there fast enough. Coleman just gives up. And El Ghazi hits in the back of the net. Pickford doesn't have anything to say. And that was the first half. The second half, I started a little bit more positive. We got running at them. Calvert-Lewin gets a shot in. On his form, it goes in. But honestly, it shouldn't have gone in. The goalie should have had it. If you look at the replay, the goalie should have easily had this. But we got a goal. And you'd like to think, all right, you know, compose yourself. You haven't been playing well at all. But maybe, just maybe we can nick something from this if we just stay concentrated. Nope. 5 minutes later, they attack us, they get a corner. We have some very poor clearance, and nobody picks up Buendia. Not one of the midfielders. Everybody's oblivious. He has enough time to drink a coffee, to read a newspaper, and he puts it in the back of the net. Again, Pickford has nothing to say, because the whole team is sleeping. If I was the coach, after the game, I would have roasted this team. Look at this. Everybody's in the line. No one's paying attention. No one picks up the runners in the box. No one picks up the guys outside the box. Free goal. Off the back of losing concentration. Here, in the next clip, you might think we're playing a back 3. Oh no. No, we're not playing a back 3. Keane just decided to go somewhere. Coleman can't get back. He's not fast enough again. Keane's backpedaling. Ings just taking the piss at this point. 4-1. That's it. Game's over. Game's over on individual errors. Just absolute shambles. Just shambles. And this plays right into how Aston Villa want to play as well. They play fast, they play out wide, they play on the counter. Keane just decides to take a walk. We try to lock up shop and do damage control, but even that doesn't work. Coleman gets turned inside out. They slip it into Ings. Boom. Puts the cherry on top. He gets a hat-trick. And this is just disgusting. The performance is disgusting. It's worse than Everton's 3-0 loss in real life against Villa. And literally the only comfort I take from this game is that Villa played Liverpool once and beat them 7-2. That's it. Right, so we're going to move on from that battering, that absolute beating we just took, and on to the Norwich game. Before that, I'm going to update you guys on the midweek fixture in the Carabao Cup. We won against Salford 4-1. It was a good game. Gordon scored 2 goals, and I think he deserves some more chances in the first team, so I promise he's going to get more chances. In terms of the Norwich game, they might be the worst team in the Premier League, and they might not have that much quality in their side, but we have to give them the respect, and we can't underestimate them. They play a 4-1-4-1. They're going to be solid at the back with a bank of 4 and a bank of 5. But against better judgment, they also might actually be more adventurous. Pukki's a really good finisher, so they're relying on him. We have to lock him down. They've got modern fullbacks, a lot of pace, a lot of stamina. They get up and down. And I think the area we can least sleep on is their midfield. They've got a really talented group of passers. Lemelu, Cantwell, Gilmore. So they're going to actually be decent going forward. We can't sleep on it. The way we're going to set up is we're just going to go and stick with our 4-4-2. We're the better team here. We're going to attack. We're going to try to dictate the tempo.
Will you please make some noise as we welcome our visitors, Norwich City, and your very own Toffees, Everton! The Toffee men line up as follows. Number 1,
Alright guys, here we go. Norwich at home. This is the perfect pick-me-up game after that Villa thrashing. Alright, so we start off quite good. We start off on the front foot. Positive stuff. We're having a go at Norwich. We cross the ball out wide in the 23rd minute to Townsend. He puts it back in. Doucouré has a nice little touch here for Calvert-Lewin. And it's a goal. And that's a load off my mind. I really needed this little confidence boost, this little feel-me-good factor after that Villa game. And Calvert-Lewin is proving to be quite a reliable striker. He doesn't need a lot of time in the ball, just one touch, and it's in the back of the net. I'm feeling good, and then Norwich comes back literally right after we score, just like in the Villa game. And I'm having flashbacks. They have a good chance here. I'm just literally having PTSD at the moment. And I don't know, it just blocked me up, froze me up for the entire rest of the game. I gave away the initiative. Norwich kept on attacking. They kept on applying pressure. They had a number of chances. Okay, they weren't clear-cut chances, but they were always asking questions. I couldn't seem to deal with it. I couldn't get the initiative back. Then they have a corner, and I'm like, don't you dare freaking defend like you did last game. Don't you dare. They come out. Okay, they defend well this time. They get out to the men outside the box, but we get played through in between the lines. Norwich has another good shot, and this time we're really fortunate not to go down. They have good midfielders. They're going to have chances. I just couldn't deal with it. That was the first half. The second half, they come back straight away. I still can't get anything going offensively. They push us back. Look how deep we're pushed back here. And even if you're not that good, you're going to have your chances. You're going to score. And Lemelu puts it in the back of the net. It's a shot just inside the penalty box. Pickford should have really had this. As good as he's been the entire season, he really... man, he should have had this. He actually got a touch on it too, and it's unfortunate. That's how it goes sometimes. It's 1-1, and after this, Norwich actually gave away the initiative. Maybe they were just happy with the tie away. So I managed to get something going here. We have a nice little play. I put it into Richarlison. He lays it off for Gray here, and it's just wide. And sometimes this is the problem. He was on his weaker foot. Sometimes it's the problem with inside forwards. It's not the easiest shot for them when they're on their weaker foot here. We continue pressing. We put a ball into Richarlison here. 8 minutes left. And I'm figuring here the shot's a little bit too risky. I'm trying to get it to Calvert-Lewin. Great defensive play. And that's it. It's full time, 1-1. We lose points at home to Norwich. This is the one game you shouldn't be losing points in. We had such a good start to the season, 3 wins out of 4. And all of a sudden, you're only 1 point in 2 games. We're struggling here, and we really need to do better against Man U next game. Guys, thanks for watching.